In the first video of this two-part series, you found out 1. What oxidative stress is, 2. What free radicals are, 3. What antioxidants do, and 4. Understanding the role of inflammation and omega-3 fatty acids in the body. This second video now explains how to reduce oxidative stress and the role that omega-3 fatty acids play in this process by considering the following. 1. What the effects of oxidative stress are. 2. What causes oxidative stress. 3. The signs of oxidative stress, and 4. The solutions to oxidative stress. Before then, if you'd like to get an ongoing collection of news, reports, resources and courses on various other health and wellness issues, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right of the video screen, then click the grey bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos, and then please leave a comment or ask a question below this video. It's so very easy to do. Plus, watch this video to the very end where you'll gain access to a special report that will make you look at the lifestyle you lead in a very different way. So, how much damage does oxidative stress cause? So, oxidative stress, its effects and how to reduce it are as follows. Number 5. What are the effects of oxidative stress? The free radicals damage tissue, proteins, lipids and your DNA, resulting in problems such as 1. Obesity, 2. Diabetes, 3. Hypertension, that is, high blood pressure, 4. Damage to blood vessels, 5. Cardiovascular disease, 6. Strokes, 7. Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, 8. Arthritis, 9. Respiratory issues such as asthma, 10. Cancer, 11. Aging and all manner of other health problems. Number 6. What causes oxidative stress? We've already highlighted the close association with your diet and lifestyle, so this will include 1. Processed and ultra-processed foods such as takeaways, fast food, cakes, sweets and pies. 2. Overcooked food in vegetable oils. 3. Smoking. 4. Excess alcohol. 5. Cleaning and other chemical agents. 6. Medicines and other medications. 7. Emotional stress. 8. Lack of quality sleep, and 9. Air pollution. Number 7. What are the signs of oxidative stress? The signs are nothing out of the ordinary, and most people will put them down to aging, which, as you now know, is one of the main symptoms, as follows. 1. Tiredness. 2. Memory loss and or brain fog, particularly relevant for pregnant women. 3. Muscle and joint pain. 4. Greying of hair. 5. Skin losing its tightness. 6. Deterioration of eyesight. 7. Headaches, and 8. Regular colds. Here's an example of the effects of oxidative stress. How often have you seen a friend or colleague after a period of time and been shocked by how much they've aged? Number 8. Now for the solutions to oxidative stress. The body operates via thousands of complex integrated systems, so the key to living a healthy, functional life is balance. Eat a balanced diet, lead a balanced lifestyle, and so on. We take it for granted, and yet it literally keeps us healthy and well. What you have to keep in mind is that there is no way you're going to protect yourself from every damaging, stressful situation and toxin in your life, but you can take sensible steps and precautions to vastly minimise the risk and your exposure. So here's what you can do to combat oxidative stress, whilst at the same time getting your cellular health back into balance and thereby getting your chronic inflammation in check. 1. Discipline. Discipline yourself to change your diet, to keep to some form of daily exercise routine, and to look after yourself. 2. Cut out all those dietary ingredients and activities as much as possible as listed under the heading of what causes oxidative stress above. 3. Eat oily fish such as wild salmon, anchovies, mackerel, herring and sardines, as these are full of omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants called polyphenols. 4. Eat marine algae such as certain types of edible seaweed, ideal for vegans and vegetarians. Again, these are full of omega-3 fatty acids and polyphenols. It's what the fish eat. Note, the marine-based omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA work in tandem with the polyphenol antioxidants and 1. Help overcome the problems of brain fog in pregnant women, 2. Support normal eye health function, 3. Help muscle and joint pain, and 4. Help with skin elasticity regarding the aging of skin. 5. Consume extra virgin olive oil as some grades have sufficient polyphenols to help protect blood lipids, cholesterol and triglycerides. 6. Eat berries as these are full of the polyphenol antioxidants. 7. Eat plant foods rich in anti-inflammatory compounds such as carotenoids, as they also help protect the skin from sun damage and skin cancer. 8. Exercise by undertaking activities including walking, running, skiing, swimming, dancing and cycling. 9. Chill out by meditating, reading and listening to relaxing music. 10. Get plenty of quality sleep. In addition, there are 3 ways to obtain antioxidants. 1. Eat food to help the body create its own natural antioxidant called glutathione, which itself is created from 3 amino acids called cysteine, glycine and glutamate. Such food includes asparagus, leafy green vegetables, garlic and onions, tomatoes, peaches, avocados and walnuts. 2. Eat food full of its own antioxidants such as plums, cranberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, oranges and cherries, leafy green vegetables, artichokes, tomatoes and various nuts and seeds. Green tea is also a good source, as are foods that have vitamin C and vitamin E. 3. Herbs. Ideal for adding to your cooking, including turmeric, cinnamon and ginger. One word of caution here, vitamin E is often added to processed food as a preservative, as much as to be an antioxidant to combat the free radicals in your body, and yet it is the processed foods that are full of inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids that throw your cellular health out of balance and increase the level of chronic inflammation in your body. The solution: cut out your processed foods intake. Finally, to start taking responsibility for your cellular health, you will need to determine if your omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio is in or out of balance. Note, it's estimated that at least 95% of the population are out of balance. One way of finding out what your ratio reading is to click on the URL link in the description box below this video. Complete the short questionnaire and then hit the start button. Summing up then: 1. Get your cellular health in balance by significantly reducing your intake of processed and ultra-processed foods, such as fast food, takeaway food, restaurant food, cakes, sweets, savoury snacks and fizzy drinks. 2. To find out if your cellular health is in or out of balance, take a simple blood test that measures your omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid ratio. See details in the description box below. Note, at least 95% of the world's population are estimated to be out of balance. 3. Increase your omega-3 fatty acid intake by eating oily fish and marine algae, such as edible seaweed. 4. Eat fresh fruit and vegetables and meat and eggs obtained from your local butcher to get the antioxidants required to combat damaging free radicals in your body. 5. Avoid medication as much as possible chemical pollutants and irritants such as cleaning products and poorly ventilated areas. And 6. Exercise regularly and get into a sensible sleeping routine. That's the end of this two-part series of oxidative stress and omega-3 fatty acids. To access your special report entitled Sugar Addiction, the Shocking Findings of a Processed Poison, click on the URL link in the description box below. And now, here's the boring but very essential bit. Kindly note, the content of this video does not constitute medical advice in any shape or form and has been created for passive informational purposes only. End of boring but very essential bit. Many thanks for watching this and the previous video in this series. In the meantime, and until the next video is released, bye for now.